In this video, I am going to solve for x in this given equation. In order to solve for x, we kind of need to get rid of these denominators here, 5 and x. LCD of 5 and x is going to be just 5x. So I am going to multiply both sides of this equation by 5x. So this times 5x, this times 5x, and this times 5x. Now some cancellations will take place. 5 and 5 is going to cancel out. Then it's going to be x times 3x minus 1. Then minus 2 times 5 is 10. So it's 10x is equal to x and x cancel out. Then 4 times 5 is 20. Now use distributive property. That's going to give me 3x squared, because x times 3x is 3x squared minus x minus 10x. Now if I bring this 20 to the left, it's positive on the right. So if I bring that thing to the left only, there's going to be negative on the left. So on the right I will have 0. So it's going to be 3x squared minus 11x, these two, minus 20 is equal to 0. Now this is a trinomial. You can solve it by factoring. The problem is designed in such a way so that it turns out to be nice factor. So what it is going to be is this. I'll just do it here. 3x squared minus 15x plus 4x minus 20 is equal to 0. Look, I have taken this negative 11x, I have rewritten it as negative 15x plus 4x. So in essence, I have taken this trinomial and converted it into sort of like a quadrinomial. Now I can group things. So I can group things here. So these two and these two, then I can factor. So in the first group, I could factor out 3x. If I factor out 3x, it's going to give me x minus 5. In the second group, I could factor out a positive 4. That's going to give me x minus 5. Now I have x minus 5 here and x minus 5 here, so I could factor that out. If I factored out x minus 5, in the first term I have 3x. In the second term I have positive 4. And that's what I've got. Now you can think of it as if you are multiplying two numbers. So this is one number and that's another number. You are multiplying two different numbers and you get a 0. So think of it like this. A times B. Two numbers you are multiplying and you are getting 0. Either A must be 0 or B must be 0, right? Because if A is 0, 0 times B is going to be 0. If B is 0, 0 times A is going to be 0. So we don't know which one. So in this case, we don't know whether this one is 0 or this one is 0. So we have to consider each at a time. So what if x minus 5 is 0? In that case, x is going to be 5. So one of my solutions is x is equal to 5. What if the other one is 0? Or if the other one is 0, 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. You can subtract 4 from both sides. You'd get 3x is equal to negative 4, and then divide both sides by 3. That's going to give you x is equal to negative 4 over 3. And that's my another possible solution. Now at this point, I kind of have to check it, check my answers, check my solutions, and then see whether it works. So I'll just do it for, I'll do it for both. So 3 times, so I'm going to evaluate the left hand side. 3 times 5 minus 1, 3 times 5 minus 1. So let's just do 3 times 5 minus 1 divided by 5 minus 2. So it's going to be 3 times 5 is 15. 15 minus 1 divided by 5 minus 2 is equal to 14 over 5 minus 2. So minus 2 is, by the way, 10 over 5. So it's going to be 4 over 5, because 14 minus 10 is 4. Now that's what I get from this one, 4 over 5. On the right hand side it's 4 over x. 4 over x, the right hand side. But x is 5, so it's also 4 over 5. So left hand side and right hand side are equal. So the left hand side is equal to right hand side for this x is equal to 5. So this does in fact satisfy the equation. Now I have to deal with a little bit of fractions. So the left hand side is, so let's use a different color, 3 times x. So 3 times -4/3 minus 1 divided by 5 minus 2. That's the left hand side. Now these 3 and 3 are going to cancel out. That's going to give me -4 minus 1 divided by 5 minus 2, which is, by the way, -5/5 minus 2, which is just -1 minus 2, which is -3. Now assuming that I haven't made any mistake here, so hopefully it looks good so far. Turns out to be a nice number, -3. So now what about the other side? 4/x, which is 4 divided by -4/3, which is, by the way, 4 times -3/4. These and these cancel out. That gives you -3. So this is the same as this. So even for this one, the equation satisfies. So for both x equal to 5 and x equal to -4/3, the equation satisfies. So the solutions are going to be x is equal to 5 and x is equal to -4/3. So that's your solution to this given equation, this equation. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.